about the ideal setup position for an Olympic lift, such as a snatch or clean. The lift starts with the start position, and if any component of it is off, then it can throw off your entire lift. And this applies mainly to max snatches or max lifts where you're only doing one or two. If you are cycling them in a CrossFit workout, this is not going to apply to you as much, since the technique for cycling as you're going through lighter weight is slightly different. The biggest thing that you want to focus on is keeping the arms vertical as you start the pull. One of the ways that you can achieve this as you're setting up with the bar is to start with your arms straight down below you, wrists right below the shoulders. And I usually like to have the thumbs right at the side. And as you approach the bar, keep those arms straight down, and then just look straight forward. Go ahead and squat down with your hips and knees. Don't worry about good morning or anything else. Just keep the arms vertical as you reach for the bar, and then you can kind of look at your grip and adjust it from there. 99% of the time, no matter what proportion your body is, this is going to put you in the best starting position because your arms are straight up and down like big cables. The biggest mistake I usually see is people setting up with the hips too high, like they're going to pick a deadlift off the ground. So when they do that, the shoulders are way in front of the hands and the gaze is really low. And what this can do is when you start picking up the bar, that can throw the trajectory of the bar away in a horizontal manner. What you want to do is keep the trajectory vertical. If you start with the hips too high, when you extend, that bar is going to go away from you, and then it's going to cause you to bring the lift off of balance. The other mistake I usually see is the gaze is too far down to the ground, and you actually want to keep your gaze up above the horizon and keep your gaze fixed the whole time. So when you're setting up those vertical arms, grab the bar, keep that gaze looking straight up, proud chest facing forward. You also don't want the hips too low, like you're in a squat where the shoulders are behind the bar. You want to keep that weight centered through your feet in that start position. Lastly, before you pull the bar off the ground, just do a little check with your arms and elbows. I usually start the elbows pointed sideways, regardless of if it's a snatch or a clean. So elbows, the points pointed towards the ends of the bar versus being squeezed back. And what this is going to do, when you have those shoulder blades open, it's going to allow your arms to act more like cables or whips when you're actually cleaning or snatching the bar, versus starting them tense already back, because as you do the turnover, you want to create that tension through the turnover. If you're starting tense already, you have to unloosen them or loosen them up and then re-tighten them through the lift. So start with the elbow sideways. It's going to keep the bar closer, and these are great components for a good starting position.